Ouija, Origin of Evil is the newest sequel, prequel to another horror film that we always get, and they're always bad. They're not the best movies ever made. Ouija wasn't the best movie ever made either. That was released in 2014. When I heard that they were making another one, I was just like, why? Why make a sequel to a bad film? Ouija, Origin of Evil is about a family of three, two daughters and a mother, where they run scams out of their house, where they tell customers that their loved ones are listening, and they forgive them, and they still love them. And to up their act, they get a Ouija board. And the young girl in here plays with the Ouija board at night and releases spirits into the house. And there's rules when it comes to playing Ouija boards. Never play on a graveyard, never play alone, and good luck. And this was directed by Mike Flanagan, who directed movies like Hush and Oculus. And to my surprise, this was a pretty good film. Like I said, Ouija wasn't a very good movie, and this was a lot better than Ouija. This is probably one of the best horror sequels I've ever seen. I really enjoyed this film. One thing I really appreciate about this film is the look of it and the techniques and the effects. It really felt like a 1950s, 60s, 70s movie. I honestly forgot what decade it took place in. But the opening Universal Studios logo was great, and they had the little flickers in the corner of the movie. All little things, but it worked. This movie had some pretty good jump scares. And not jump scares where it's a loud noise followed by nothing, or a cat that runs by, or a bird just murdering itself by slamming into a window. It doesn't have all those things. It has something where you look at the scene and there's something in the background. When you see it, you're like, there's a lot of those scenes in there, and that's what I love about horror movies, is when they do that. Insidious, The Conjuring, good horror movies do that, where they are terrific jump scares and they aren't loud. And so there's a lot of scenes in Ouija Origin Evil where you're focused on one thing, and when you move your eye you see something else, and it's really scary. And sometimes there is some quiet scary scenes, and those make them even worse. It has its typical storyline where you mess with the Ouija board or mess with spirits, and it's someone who's kind of mad and wants to terrorize the house. It has all that. And at times I did find that story part to be rather interesting, but I wish they would have went more in depth with that storyline, especially at the end. When they revealed what was going on, they did a pretty good reveal, but I was left wanting more of that. So I was happy with Ouija Origin Evil. I liked the jump scares. I liked that it was scary for a PG-13 movie. I liked the acting, especially from the young girl. The storyline was pretty good, even though that they could have went more in depth with the big, why is this person haunting this house thing. It's something that I could really look away from and really appreciate the whole entire film. So I'm going to go ahead and give Ouija Origin of Evil a B+. I was happy with this film. It was a surprising film. Expected to be on my surprising list of 2016. I was expecting absolutely nothing from this film. And I was left going, oh, that was pretty cool. I liked it. So this is Justin Watches Movies with the review of Ouija Origin of Evil. What did you think about it? Did you like it more than the first one, Ouija, which was a bad film? Didn't like it. This one was pretty good. So this is Justin Watches Movies, and you stay spooky, YouTube.